Hi, I'm Dr. Anne Marie Belkansky, the founder of Rapid Realization. Rapid Realization is an approach that I created to help you discover your own inspiration, your passions, your desires, by looking within you to realize that the missing part has always been that inner voice that guides every one of us. Today, I want to take you on a journey to understand your emotions. Why is it that when we are feeling good, things seem to be going our way? But then something happens and our winning streak just dies off, as if it wears off or something jumps in the way of our momentum. In this video, I am going to go over the scientific proof of how to manifest and reach your peak potential. Let's start by talking about how you feel. How do you feel? Seriously, answer that question since I can't hear or see you. How are you feeling right now? Have you ever been asked this question and really checked in to see how do you feel and how do you know this? I know it's customary for us to reply in a certain way like, I'm good, thanks, doing well, I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with doing this. However, I am asking this because I really want you to check in and see how do you feel most of the time? Where is your baseline at emotionally? Now with that answer, I want you to look at this graph and see where do you land on it. This graph represents an emotional continuum. The left side of the chart represents emotions that are depleting, meaning they are draining your energy. Whereas the right side of the graph represents renewing emotions, feelings which are uplifting, renewing your energy. The top and the bottom half of the chart are categorized by the amount of stimulation received by the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system regulates involuntary physiological processes such as heart rate, blood pressure, respiration, even sexual arousal. The top half of the chart represents high levels of stimulation, and the bottom represents low levels. When you feel resentment, frustration, anxiety, worry, or fear, you're on the higher stimulating emotions, which are depleting. When you feel guilt, shame, apathy, sadness, you are on the lower stimulating emotions, which are also depleting. If you primarily fall on the left side of the graph, you would be on the depleting side, because these are the emotions that are energetically depleting us. They are the more negative emotions. Naturally, we want to pull away from these emotions. When you feel negative emotions or depleting emotions, I want you to think of cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone, and it is what is released when your body starts to feel these emotions. However, if your baseline is primarily on the top right of the chart, where you feel appreciation, excitement, happiness, love, and joy, these are more the stimulating nervous system emotions on the renewing side of the graph. It is on the right side of the graph where DHEA counteracts cortisol. Why cortisol is correlated with weakening immune system, weight gain, fatigue, and accelerated aging, the DHEA hormone correlates with positive immune system functioning, mental sharpness, and memory, as well as being an anti-aging hormone. You can think of DHEA as being more of a quality of life hormone. Finally, the emotions located at the bottom right of the graph, peace, serenity, contentment, are low in the nervous system stimulation, but still renewing. Emotions are tangible. They have a direct physiological effect on our body. This has been demonstrated extensively through the HeartMath Institute, which you will see in the diagram of the heart rhythm when we experience these depleting versus renewing emotions and how the heart responds. Science has shown that when we are in these depleting emotions, we're in our head and not in our heart. However, the heart is the strongest electromagnetic organ in our body. What the HeartMath Institute has proven is that the heart is communicating with our brain, and not the other way around. The heart has neurons. Just because we have a collection of dense neurons up here doesn't mean that it's the most intelligent part of who we are. But instead, we just hear a voice up here. and think that we are here, but we're not. We are here in our heart space. This is a bottom-up communication, and when this communication is severed, chaos happens. Let me demonstrate this more through some images. Here's an experiment that has been repeated over and over by many. The original experimenter was done by Dr. Isaru Emoto, a Japanese scientist. Dr. Emoto demonstrated that human speech and music can have dramatic effects on water, depending on the nature of the speech or music expressed to the water. When it is frozen, its crystals will be organized or disorganized, depending on whether the words or the music were positive or negative. A similar concept was demonstrated with rice. Over a course of roughly 3 months, several jars containing sterilized rice had words written on the outside of the jar. The words were either love, renewing emotions, or hate, depleting emotions. The results were astounding. Now, what about us? Isn't our body roughly 60% water? So what do your thoughts consist of? Our thoughts are not bad things, unless they are saying bad things to us. Our brain or thinking mind are a tool consisting of only 10% of who we are. This is what is considered our conscious mind. On the other hand, our subconscious mind, or our body, is the larger, stronger aspect of us, which makes up the other 90%. Heart math research has found that the heart's electrical magnetic field is about 60 times greater in amplitude than the electrical activity generated by the brain. This field is measured by the form of electrocardiogram, or ECG, and it can be detected anywhere on the surface of the body. Furthermore, the magnetic field produced by the heart is more than 100 times greater in strength than the field generated by the brain, and can be detected up to 3 feet away from the body, in all directions. And this is detected by using a specialized magnetometer. But have you ever walked into a room and felt other people? To achieve the maximum amount of potential that we hope to manifest in our lives, we must ensure that a symbiotic and coherent relationship is held between the mind and the body. Our positive emotions and a healthy body attract positive opportunities. It's like attracts like. This is the way to simply be, do, or have anything your hearts desire. Isn't that why we are all here having a life experience? To learn, to grow, to exceed our greatest potential. It's like a car. You would want to assure that all the parts are communicating, that there are no blocks or clogs that would impede that harmonious coherence within the car that would otherwise not allow it to work efficiently, taking you from your destination or wherever it is that you're going, while enjoying the drive. The relationship between your heart, your mind, or your body are no different. To achieve a harmonious coherence within ourselves, we must first fully comprehend all that makes up who we are. And you may need your own mechanic to help guide you, and I hope that I can be that for you. In this video, I discuss the importance of having a symbiotic relationship between your mind and your body. And I hope you join me in my upcoming videos, where I will continue to show the importance of the mind-body connection.